The Simpsons Hit Run is one of my favourite games of all time. I played it a ton when I was younger and I still go back to play it to this day. Hit Run is one of those games that you can play over and over again and never get bored. It has lots of great missions, several open world levels to drive around in, an amazing soundtrack, funny dialogue and a bunch of vehicles from the Simpsons episodes. For those who don't know, Hit Run was heavily inspired by GT3, hence the driving around in an open world aspect. In Hit Run you play as 5 characters, Homer, Bart, Lisa, Marge and Apu across 7 different levels in different parts of Springfield. Level 1s, 4 and 7 in the suburbs, levels 2 and 5 in downtown Springfield and levels 3 and 6 in the harbour area. Each level has 7 missions plus a bonus mission, and for certain missions you will need to purchase a certain car or clothing, so it'll keep you busy, except if you're a speedrunner. The Simpsons Hit Run starts off by showing a bunch of wasps flying down into Springfield sent by Kang and Kodos, the villains of the game. It is your job to drive around different parts of Springfield completing missions in order to stop Kang and Kodos, with some missions not really being story based like Petty Theft Homer in level 1 or Clueless in level 3. An example of a story based mission is the final mission in level 6 where you race Kang and Kodos to the Dove Brewery. Once you do complete all the missions though, you've got a huge cutscene at the end showing Kang and Kodos' UFO being destroyed and tons of aliens cheering for Homer in front of the Simpsons house, and after all that, the credits roll. But wait, there's more. Just because you beat all the missions doesn't mean you're done. There's still cards to collect, wasps to destroy, gags to see, cards and clothes to buy, and the 7 bonus missions to complete. The Simpsons Hit Run is full of content, so if this is your first playthrough and you're going in blind, you'll have tons to do, and that's what I love about the game. There's loads to do and you'll never get bored. But what if I told you there's more? Yes, Hit Run has a multiplayer co-op section in the menu where you can race alone or with friends around different themed tracks in a top-down view as the Simpsons characters in the Simpsons vehicles. Now a game like this wouldn't be complete without some difficult missions, and Hit Run has a few: Never Trust a Snake, Alien Autopsy Part 3 and of course, Set to Kill. When playing through the game in December 2018, these were definitely the top 3 missions I struggled with and had to retry multiple times, but it also has its share of easy missions like the Cola Wars, Weapons of Mass Delinquency and literally every mission in level 1. One thing I really enjoy about Hit Run that not everyone knows about is the cheat codes that can make your experience a lot more interesting. Some of these include pressing Honk button to jump super high, cars exploding when you hit them, and faster car speeds. I only know the cheats for GameCube, so if you have Hit Run for anything else, I'm sorry, but you can probably just look them up online. But for GameCube players, I'll leave the cheats in the description, and if you're not sure what to do, that will also be down in the description, so check that out if you are interested in trying out some Hit Run cheat codes. One last thing I want to say about Hit Run is that everything in the 7 levels is completely inspired by the TV show, which makes the game a lot more fun. You are literally driving around a recreation of Springfield, which is pretty insane. Hit Run has all the iconic things from the show, like the characters, the buildings and the humour. You've got everyone's favourite characters: Flanders, Moe, Professor Frink, Comic Book Guy, Chief Wiggum and many more. And there's also a ton of buildings you can access like the Power Plant, Mr. Burns' Mansion, the Quickie Mart, Moe's Tavern, the DMV, Android's Dungeon, the Observatory and of course, the Simpsons house. Looking back at Hit Run really makes me want a Hit Run 2 or maybe even just a remake for the newer consoles. That would just be the best. If you haven't played this game before, you are seriously missing out and I highly recommend trying it out. But if you have played it, what are your thoughts? Did you enjoy it and what was your favourite level? I'd love to hear what you guys think. With all that being said, this has been the first episode of Mudkipp Talks about games he enjoys. Still need to think of a better name for this, but anyway, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all soon.